Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now CARABC have sent me their motorcycle smart screen to give an 11 out of 10 review. They promise that this is going to be easy to install, easy interface, and you're going to be good to go within minutes, unlocking Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on your motorcycle. This smart screen does look seriously awesome. So let's unbox it, let's install it, and let's put it through the real world test. Let's start with the great unboxing. The packaging feels good premium quality and all your items are well packed. On opening up the box, the first thing you'll see is your user manual and installation guide. This is well printed with step-by-step instructions for installation. The 5-inch smart screen feels premium quality and rugged in the hand. It's waterproof with an IPX7 rating. It has some nice big buttons on the side that means you can turn it on and off and change the volume settings and the screen brightness. The power cable that's provided has a generous length cable and already comes fitted with the battery terminals. There is also a second option to power it via a USB lead. The handlebar mount feels heavy duty with a U-shaped style clamp for easy fitting. It comes with a whole range of handlebar spacers, but means it should fit any thickness of bars. It comes with all of the tools that you need for installation. The backing plate and sun visor need to be inserted before installation, and that only takes a few seconds using the bolts provided. The sun visor you don't have to put on, but is extremely handy for taking away that screen glare. And that is everything that you'll find inside the box, so let's move on to installation. The first thing you need to do is locate your battery and make sure you remove any plastics or anything you need to run the wire the length of the bike. Next, take your smart screen and handlebar mount, decide which spacer is correct for your handlebars, locate in the position that you'd like, and simply pop your smart screen on, tightening up the 2 bolts with the Allen key provided, making sure that your unit is nice and secure. This is fully adjustable at the back so you can change the angle to get it in the perfect place. You've got 2 options of power cables to power up the device. You've got this permanent live that will go straight on to your plus and the minus of your battery, and then you've got your USB lead. If you're going to use the main power cable, it's simply connect the positive to the red and the black to the negative. In this case, I'm going to opt to use the USB lead, and it's so simple because you just plug it in, and then what you need to do is run the wires the length of your bike, making sure that the cable is not touching any of the engine parts. Then simply plug it in to your smart screen using the twist screw to make sure it's nice and secure. It's now time to use some zip ties to make sure that your wiring is nice and neat. Replace anything you've taken off from plastic panels to your seat, and that's installation complete. Next, fire up your bike, power up your device, and connect the app. It's really easy to connect to Apple CarPlay. Simply go to settings, type Apple CarPlay. At the bottom of your phone screen, the device will appear. Click on that and accept all of the notifications, and within a few seconds you're in to Apple CarPlay. So now it's time for the real world test. Okay, so let's fire up the bike and see how quick we go. Well, there we go, it's already fired straight up. We've got the welcome message pop up. Now of course you can have this with or without the sun visor on. I've put it on. I think it will look quite nice without it, but I can understand it stops that sun from going onto the screen. Now obviously I've connected it to my CarPlay, so let's see how quick it activates my phone, and within a few seconds it should pop up onto the screen. Just like that. There we go. So first things first, before we look at Apple CarPlay and what we've unlocked, let's go to the home screen. You've got the brightness level here. So for instance, if you go, do you know what, I'm going to do a little bit of night riding, I can dip the screen right down so it's nice and dull and not distracting. Plus also in settings you can change from phone audio, you can put screensaver times on so the screen will go off after so long if you so wish. Language, factory reset, key volume, etc. Plus you've got volume setting so you can adjust how loud you want the buttons to sound, as well as you can also switch BT and connect your phone directly to it if you so wish. There is also 3 buttons on the side. You can obviously go home, you can put the volume up and down on it as well. Also there's a power button as well. If you hold this down for a few seconds it will power off the device, and then of course you can hold it down again and it will power up the device. Well, let's move on to the big party trick, Apple CarPlay. Now because obviously this is linked to your phone, any app that's compatible with Apple CarPlay will appear on here. What means that your mobile phone can be kept in your pocket, or it can be kept in a pannier, on charge, keeping it topped up and away from all of the elements, because trust me, I've plugged many lightning cables into my phones, and what's happened is the cables shorted out and I've had to replace it after replace it after replace it. So this keeps your phone 100% safe. Now of course this is waterproof, that's awesome as well, so if you get a storm or weather, this is not going to get damaged. Right, let's have a look at all the cool things that you can do. So looking at the apps, what you've got here is you've got access, for example, into, say you want to listen to your favourite podcast, you've gone on a big long journey, bump into your podcast. Now the thing about this is, what's really cool is that you see I've got here my comms on the side of my helmet. It'll work with any brand of comms. This will connect to my phone, and then I'll use this as the screen. So if I want to listen to my favourite podcast like Brew Time, I actually can, and as soon as I start this on, I can start hearing my favourite podcast playing away. But of course, the really cool thing is things like Spotify for your music. So you got access to all of your favourite playlists just at the touch of a button. You're straight in and you can play your favourite track. If I press play to music, I'll start getting some music playing now, coming straight into my comms. It's just brilliant. So my favourite track's playing away, and what I do is I want to skip, so just literally tap that button and we're going to skip on to the next tune. Likewise, when you've got a podcast, you're riding along and you want to quickly pull over and change it, you can just touch that button and you'll go into your next podcast and you can listen away to that. That's also great because you've got access to your favourite navigation. So here, Waze is a really good one because it's got your miles per hour or kilometres depending which country you're in, and people can report things like potholes, police, an accident ahead, and this will inform you and let you know. But I'm a big Google Maps fan, so Google Maps is fantastic because I can click on here, I can say, right, what I want to do is I want to go to a nearby town, for example Market Harborough, click on that and start the journey, and it appears here on the screen. So let's take a little ride looking at the navigation and what it's like. Now there's two options on how you can have the screen. Now option one is this nice big screen that is really nice and handy, isn't it, to have that screen and be able to see so far ahead. And again, because it's connected to my comms, as I'm going along, I'm going to get voice prompts to tell me that I need to take my third exit coming up on the roundabout. It's what's going through my ears right this second. Now as you can see, that nice vibrant screen, what means I can see all of the navigation just at a glance of where I want to be. But say for instance I prefer to be able to see what music and stuff I'm playing, I can select this just down here, select it again, and this will bring up the screen that I really like. This is the smaller navigation going on there, nice and large what's coming up, so I know I've got a right hand turn on the roundabout, so probably the third exit in 1 mile time, and I can pause, play and skip my music at the same time, that I really like. Just say I'm coming up to a busy area and I want to see the screen bigger, all I got to do is tap on the screen and it'll put it back into full mode, what means I can see further ahead and around me as well. That is super handy. Well, I'm sure you'll agree with me that CARABC have made a cracking motorcycle smart screen, easy to install, unlocking Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and what I found was being able to use my favourite navigation while being able to play my music and listen to my podcast was just absolutely awesome. And for the price, this is an absolute steal. So if you're interested in picking one of these up, I'm going to leave all the links that you need down in the description, plus the latest discount code, so you can go across and get one of these yourselves. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and of course, if there's somebody that you think would be interested in putting a smart screen on their motorcycle, share this video with them. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the newest, latest tech in the motorcycle space here on the Helmet Head channel. And I will see you in the next bonkers adventure. Bye bye for now.